Hiya, what's going on everybody? It's JB here, and I'm doing one or two videos this evening. Obviously later on I'll send a global up message to the Lincoln players and Lincoln fans, you know, to still prove that there's no hard feelings over the victory over us three, 4 weeks ago. We deserve to win and all that type of thing. Well, that's later. Now, if those who haven't seen my review the other day, I've come up with 2 new features for it. There's the JB Team of the Week, and I'll leave a comment, I'll leave a link in the description of that video below, and then you can, if you want to debate what team you would have picked, what 11 you would have picked in the last round of Premier League games, then let me know in the comments below in that video. Also, you may have noticed that there's a new feature as well called Wally of the Week. It's basically like True Jolly's Wank of the Week, but obviously I call it Wally because I think it's more funny and it makes the recipient look really stupid. And there's going to be two. Well, the inaugural winner was obviously Arsene Wenger. Now, there isn't a law to say that there can't be just one. Can't be just one Wally of the Week. Right? It can be as many as I want. So I've come up with 2 Wallies of the Week. Later, a certain Mr. Adrian Durham, and I'll be putting this video on his Twitter feed, so he himself can look at it, and if he wants to sound me out, or he wants to appear on one of my videos, I will be happy to. I'll be happy to him to come on, and I'll be happy to record the chat. I'll be happy to go on Skype live. I will. If I'll be happy to have him out one-on-one on Skype. I'll be happy to take him on Skype and take him down on Skype and all that. But I want him to know what I really do think of him as a presenter and how he goes about telling people football on the radio. Just being in, no going on. But that's later. But first of all, I want to talk about the referee in the Barcelona PSG game. Now, I thought the referee was a crook, a cheat. I was very biased the other night. Now, I don't want to take the gloss of Barcelona. I like Barcelona. They're a decent team. But there are some times when they're in trouble and they have to resort to out-and-out cheating. And I think this is where the referees, this is where UEFA go wrong. They assign these silly referees who have no experience of the big games abroad. Now the referee question, I'll tell you what his name is. He's from Germany. Now, well, he should be a good referee, really, but he's also from the Turkish descent because he's called Deniz Aytekin, right? Forgive me for the pronunciation. Aytekin spelled A-Y-T-E-K-I-N. Okay, and he's obviously a German national, but he's got a Turkish family and he's from there and that. He was the referee in charge of this. What the British media are making out to be the miracle comeback of the century. Don't read what the British press read about that, because as soon as I found out that Barcelona won 6-1, the first thing that struck me, the first thing that came into my head was this one legitimate. And when I watched the game back, both highlights and full match later on, I was horrified of the referee's performance. He gets the first of the extra Wallie of the week. I've got 2 more Wallies of the week. Obviously, I've got Durham to come later. This guy, this German referee, he's what can I say? He was poor on the night, absolutely poor. And his team of officials were just as poor, absolutely biased over front. I felt sorry for PSG at the end. I really did, because it was like it was something that, I mean, we saw Kevin Friend and Anthony Taylor ball things up for the English refs, but nothing. They weren't in the same league as this idiot on Wednesday night. Now my first issue is the first Barcelona goal that Suarez scored. Right before anyone starts debating or starts insinuating that the ball didn't cross the line. Of course it crossed the line. It was a goal Antonio Di. That's immaterial. That's not the argument. The issue with me is in the build-up, about 5 seconds before, when the Barcelona players clearly tugging the PSG player back. To me, that's a foul and a free kick. But the referee said, nah, it's Barcelona, we'll let him have it, and we'll let Suarez have the first goal. Okay? So the first goal should not have stood. Okay? Because there was a clear shirt pull in the build-up on a PSG player by Barcelona player, might have been Neymar or somebody like that, but I honestly thought that was a free kick to PSG. Okay? The second big decision he got wrong on the night was not to give a handball. I think it might have been against, was it Mascherano or something in the first half? Ball gets crossed in, clearly hits the Barcelona man on the hand. His hand is out. He's obviously pushed it away. To me, Steve McManaman made me laugh on BT Sport. He said it wasn't a penalty. What a joke he is. What a joker he is. What a knobhead he is. Because it was a penalty. It looked a penalty. It should have been a penalty. The referee and his officials clearly, utterly bottled it. Okay? Second decision he got wrong. The third decision he got wrong. Now we're moving to the second half. This is a 2-1. I think this is a 2-0 to Barcelona by this stage. Neymar runs down the left hand side, cuts into that of the box. Obviously the PSG defender slips. He doesn't know where Neymar is. It's a period coming together. There's nothing malicious. There's no foul. It doesn't look a foul to me. He slipped. He doesn't know where Neymar is. Neymar's obviously been tripped up, or he's trying to make it out as if he's been tripped up. So there's been a little bit of play acting involved. And at first the referee's got it. The referee said no, it's not. It's a goal kick or whatever. It's not a penalty. But then this is where the dodginess really comes in this decision, because the Barcelona players, for some stupid and horrible reason, and they're no angels in all this, you know. It's not just the referees getting the bird from me here. It's the Barcelona players as well. Right, under FIFA laws, they're not allowed to surround any officials at all during a football game. That was a new rule that came in at the start of this season, and Barcelona just surrounded the referee. They surrounded the extra official with the magic wand behind the goal. He obviously has said, right, I think you might need to revisit this one, ref. And obviously they've told him some polling that the PSG players would be tackled him or something, but it wasn't. It was an accidental collision. It's not a penalty. And then he talks to the referee to give him a penalty. What's all that about? Corruption. Even there. Oh, just on that decision alone. And we haven't had the worst decision yet. There's still more of this nonsense to come. Okay. Right, there's still 2 more nonsense decisions to come. Right? So he gives a penalty, Messi sticks it away, but that's not a penalty. That is pure and out cheating, because Barcelona are so desperate, and obviously UEFA put pressure on him because it's sponsorship and everything else. You know, we need Barcelona through. You know, they've got Messi, they've got Neymar, they've got Suarez. We need all these big names through to the next round because we please the sponsors. And that was an absolutely shocking decision. Should never have been a penalty. So it's 3-1 at that point. PSG pull one back. So they're in the ascendancy. And then Di Maria goes through and goal. Mascherano takes him out. It's a clear penalty, but not even the Spanish television director bothered one jot to show a replay of Mascherano clearly taking out Di Maria in the penalty area. It should have been a second PSG penalty, but yet again, Barcelona, the cheating scumbags they are, have got the referee in their back pocket. They get the decision, right? But this is it, the final decision that I'm going to touch upon this game, and this is the worst decision of the lot, right? Now, Luis Suarez, with all due respect, is a good footballer, but his reputation is, to say the least, a dubious one. He's been banned 3 times for biting players, once in his Ajax days, once when he was at Liverpool, and obviously that Chiellini incident in the World Cup. Well, I think he should have been banned for life, to be honest with you, because the guy is nothing but an out-and-out thug. Great footballer he is, he's an out-and-out thug, and an out-and-out cheater, as he proved here. Ball gets whipped in, over the top, and Suarez is going through it. The PSG guy's got a little fingernail on it, right? It's not even a push. He's touched him, but there's next to minimal contact. It's hardly. And Suarez has done a Tom Daly. He's gone about 9.5. Calm the referee, right? Penalty. And Suarez, to be fair, had been done for diving, so he had already got a yellow card early in the game for doing exactly the same thing. So in theory, Suarez should have been sent off. Scandalous. Absolutely scandalous. It makes me laugh. And you can, if I was PSG's manager, I would be absolutely seething at the officials, because fair play. The other 3 goals, they could have done better on. I'm not saying, but goals 1, 3, and 5 should never have been allowed to be given, especially the 2 penalties. It was a joke. PSG should have had 2 nailed-on spot kicks for a deliberate handball and a clear foul. And also, going back to the Di Maria one, Mascherano should have been sent off and all. So the Barca should have been down to 9 men. But UEFA alone are at it again. So I'm afraid to say this is the second volley of the week. Well, it goes to, obviously, it's a joint award between Luis Suarez, Neymar, Mascherano and Deniz Aytekin. You have all conspired to knock a decent PSG out the European Cup by blatant cheating, so you get the second volley of the week between them. So that's not done and done. So they get volley of the week, the second volley of the week. Okay. Now my final volley of the week goes to a man to a radio presenter on a certain radio station who specialises in talking sport, Talksport Adrian. He hosts a drive time show with Darren Goff. Now I did a rant on him 4 weeks ago, criticising Sean Dyche. I'm still angry with him for that, and I still want a showdown with him for that. Now, for those who don't know who I'm talking about, his name is Adrian Durham. And for those who are uninitiated with Adrian Durham, he is a very, very controversial radio presenter. You could say really he's a bit like Marmite. Probably 50% like him, 50% don't like him. I'm on the opinion I don't like him as a presenter. I think he speaks a lot of trash, to be honest with you. He's criticised so many people in the game that have played at a high level, that have played internationally and have managed at the highest level. And yet here's this tosspot who comes from Peterborough. He goes on the radio and starts saying, shall we debate this and this? But he's never played the game at any level before. Fair enough, he's got passion, he's got ball to go on there and say what he thinks, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's going the line when he's starting to do stupid things like heads gone. He even insinuated that Barcelona cheated, or he even laughed off the idea that Barcelona cheated the other night. That's absolute crap. Adrian Durham, the thing with Adrian Durham is he'll say something, and then when someone comes on to give an opinion, like a football fan who watches the team week in, week out, he'll come on, he'll try and twist anything that anybody says, and he'll make it into the Adrian Durham show. And Chris Sutton, when he came on there, he's quite right. It's a Roger De Courcy Nookie Bear show going on there. You've got Adrian Durham as Billy De Courcy, and you've got Nookie Bear as Darren Goff, a sportsman, a cricketer that I actually respected for a long time when he played the game. Great show at English cricket. What's he doing on with that muppet at 4 o'clock every afternoon? It's beyond me. He could do better for himself, Duffy. I don't understand why he's on with that front. I really don't. I just don't. I can't believe it. I can't believe Adrian Durham is still on Talksport, spouting his absolute trash that he spouts every weekday afternoon. He's even allowed to present the show on Saturday, which I find rather amusing, or rather baffling, to be honest with you. The man's an idiot. The man's an idiot. He's a ginger-headed idiot, right? I'm never going to forgive him what he said about Sean Dyche 4 weeks ago. Just to refresh your memory, I had a rant, I had a Facebook, I had a YouTube rant. I actually took the video down by mistake, but I had a go at him. I had a go at Durham because he slagged off Sean Dyche, who's Burnley's manager, team I support, and then because Sean Dyche had got into the referee's room when Nyang scored for Watford, Sean Dyche, after the game, went to referee Michael Oliver's dressing room and said, and just queried why Nyang wasn't sent off. Now, under FIFA laws, he should have had a second yellow, he should have got, no doubt about it. But then Adrian Durham, 2 days later, comes on and criticises him, criticises Sean Dyche for having to have a go at the referee. It was a query. The man obviously doesn't do his homework. He will be getting this video posted on his Talksport Drive Twitter account because I want him to hear this, because I would like him to go onto my Skype account. I have a Skype account. If you want my Skype address, I will give it to you in the description below. So if you all want to watch a live debate between me and Adrian Durham, because I'm going to get him on, if he's got Skype, if he's got a computer, and we've got a night 3 to do all this, because I know he's a very busy man because he has to do all his bullshit on Talksport and all that jazz, I will get him on. I will get him on Skype. Or you can invite me down to London, all expenses paid, because I'm not paying for any odd census to be put up in an hotel. He and his radio station can pay for me to be put up in an hotel in London for a couple of nights while I go on his radio show and teach him how to talk to the people and how to educate people on football, and he obviously clearly doesn't. And he also had the audacity to bring up an incident from 2 years ago involving Ashley Barnes. For those who don't remember, I'm sure you will remember, there was an incident involving Nemanja Matic and Ashley Barnes. Now, that had gone under the carpet, and obviously everybody took Jose Mourinho's side of the story. But Sean Dyche, in an interview, I think it might have been the day after Mourinho had hijacked Sky TV, Sean Dyche made a very valid point. It was an accident, and Adrian Durham, first of all, through his comments in the Daily Mail, which he also writes for, I don't know what possessed them to hire him, and the Sun. They're all nut jobs, right? They're letting him loose to write columns. He said that it was intended. It wasn't intended. Nobody reacted. Not even the supporters, not even seasoned players like John Terry was playing that game. They didn't come up and confront him. Matic took the ball into his own hands and rightly got sent off. It was an accident. It was just the natural movement. He got the ball. There was nothing wrong with that. I mean, Durham wanted Barnes to be banned for 12 matches and 12, 16 matches. The FA were quite right not to actually ban him at all, because there wasn't a case against him, as it turned out. Now, I'm not bitter over this, but I'm bitter with Durham. He brought that up during the Dyche rant on Headscom. So, and he's also had a go at Chris Sutton, because he's also a very big critic of Celtic Football Club. He's pro Rangers. Now, I like Rangers and Celtic. They both need each other. Yes, you know, it's fair dues. This is also a man that's sort of like bigged up Mark Warburton in the past. And Mark Warburton he got him into the Premier League, but he's done naff all with Rangers this season, obviously. They haven't been good enough, obviously. You know, and obviously Chris Sutton played for Celtic. I know he played for the Ronbot down the M65, but that's not the point. He's a football player. He's been there since he played at the highest level. Adrian Durham hasn't, and that is the problem. So, you know, Durham has got a lot. Adrian Durham is also a liability and a liar. And if Talksport have any sense, and I'm going to put this on Talksport Drive, they need to sack Adrian Durham, because that man tells nothing but bullshit, lies, and why? Because he wants listeners. Because there'll all be people that buy his absolute bloody bullshit, you know. But I'm happy to take him on Twitter about any issues he might have, because I think the guy talks out of his arse, and he needs bringing down a peg or two, because we don't need people like football business. That's why he doesn't work for the BBC, because the BBC won't touch idiots like him. Radio 5 won't touch him with a barge pole. He's not good enough for their radio station. So, Mr. Durham, you are our third Wally of the week. Congratulations, you great big ginger arsehole. Great stuff. Right, that's it. That's all I've got to say for now. Don't forget, I'm going to be giving a good luck message to the Lincoln City supporters and their players later on tonight. Stay tuned for that. But for me, JB, don't forget to hit that like button. Stay subscribed to the JB Clark YouTube channel, and I'll see you later.